Hey everyone. Today Elsword got an update to add some guild houses, guild bases, and guild related stuff. Today is, what is it? August 26th, 2015, and yeah, we'll get right into it. So basically, this patch added guild bases, which is basically somewhere you can hang out if you don't want to be in the city for whatever reason or such, and it's a good place to basically do all the basic tasks you need to do. This picture, number one, you can go back to the city using normal teleportation portals. Two, you can have a guild bank, which I'll explain in a minute. Three, you have the mailbox, so you don't have to be in the city. Four, you have Mew, whatever NPC name is. She can act as an aerial replacement, which is useful if you don't want to be in the city again. Okay, the guild bank, basically, it's a bank that the entire guild can access. I guess this is convenient for entire guild who wants to share items but doesn't have their own personal inventory space, or their own personal bank is full but they have items that they wouldn't mind sharing with the entire guild. Like, I wouldn't mind sharing these enhancement stones. I have a lot of these, so I'll just run the bank, and then if I need them, they're there, or if someone else needs them, they're there. And they also put limitations on how many things you can withdraw a day, which is good so you don't have people abusing the system. And it has a log right here, so it tells you what they took, what time, who took it, so you can keep track of what's going on in your guild. And initially you only start out with 2 rows, so the 8 per row, so and there's 2 rows, that's 16 slots initially, but you can expand it by using guild coins or buying the guild storage expansion card, which is quite expensive, but that's why they have a method using guild coins to expand it. Okay, Mew, like I said, she's basically an aerial, and she also lets you perform guild tasks, such as Genosis Blessings, which gives you more guild skill points, and guild member expansion tickets in the Oblivion Pipe, which refunds Genosis Blessing or whatever skills you put in. Okay, these contracts are basically what lets her turn to aerial. The basic one is only lets her, you can only use the store, like you can buy, potions, etc. And then the advanced lets you do all of aerial stuff like event quests, whatever she has, crafting, etc. And then these guild missions, continuing on the previous guild missions where you just did random things to collect Arna points, and then you got the L energy fuel, which lets you ride a mount longer. Strange L tree seed, which lets you reduce the amount of affinity your pet has, so you don't have to keep feeding it special food, or professional XP medals, etc. They're continuing this on, and if you're not already in a guild, you can get some free guild coins if you're not in a guild. And 5 free guild coins helps your new guild, so why not? And then cooperative guild missions. So guild members can get these cooperative quest series involving dungeons, PvP, route island, weekly, increasing modes of difficulty. These missions are reset weekly regardless of your progress in completing them. For dungeon missions, the setting will be chosen at random among Henry Time and Space, Boss Raid, Secret Dungeon, or Gates of Darkness. In order to clear the boss raid quest, your contribution in dealing the boss must be more than 2%. A dungeon secret coin random cube contains one of the following at random. The coins respective to the dungeon. So let's say you did Wally Secret Underground Dungeon, you get a Wally coin. And yeah, these are reset on a weekly basis. You can read them yourself. I'll put a link in the video, but there's a lot to read. Okay, so basically that's the guild house and the guild events going on. Next is they're doing Guild PvP Season 2, which was, if you don't know, a timed PvP event, 3v3 timed PvP, 3v3 timed guild PvP event. Which basically means you get 3 of your own guild mates, and then you go into PvP as a guild regardless of your rank. So let's say you're all E, and then you go into PvP, you're going to fight people who are 3v3 around your E rank, but not necessarily E rank. Or let's say your guild PvP ranking's higher, let's say you're all E's, but you happen to get S rank in guild PvP, you'll be fighting S rank PvPers regardless of your actual rank. And like it says, these are the times. Weekends you get 2 opportunities to do guild PvP. And you can read the rules here, but basically it's just 3v3 normal. Items are there. NPC are also included, so let's say you have 3v3s, and then there's 2 NPC on each side, so total of 5 people in the PvP. Killing an NPC don't count. And then at the top of the UI, this little clock will appear of how much time is left and how many times you won and what rank you are in the server. And depending on your rank in the server, you get these rewards. And first place gets a really good title and some guild coins and a guild badge, which I'll explain in a minute. And yeah, and then in addition to the guild PvP quest, there's more storylines to go with it. So guild PvP 5 times, you get guild coin, guild badge, elixir wonder cube. Elixir wonder cube has, I would assume, a random chance to get random elixirs. And then yeah, so you just have to, so first part you have to play 5 times, you don't necessarily have to win, and then the second one is you have to win 2 guild PvPs. Okay, and yeah, you can also, within the guild house, you can spar with Dan. He lets you, he's basically an epic NPC to spar with. It's not necessarily Dan all the time, but it could be any of the currently available epic NPCs, so it's a good way to get some practice if you're not necessarily good at PvP, but you want something challenging enough. And okay, now onto the guild badges. From all the previous quests where you get guild badges, you can exchange them for their respective items. So if you have a guild badge, you can get Eltree seed. This is a good event to get your pets fed or to collect Eltrees, because I know some people really want Eltree seeds and not necessarily the max reward. And the max reward for this event, if you get 100 guild badges, is a Grim Reaper Death costume suit. It's character specific. So when you put it on one character, it's only on that character. If you happen to have a seal or it comes with seals, it's not going to work as a character specific item. And if you, for whatever reason, weren't on last event and then you're just returning, you can get a free skill, a Sage skill note, which is basically a skill note that lets you put it into any type of skill note. So let's say you want a Fatal Fury skill note, but you don't have the Fatal Fury skill note. The Sage note lets you get the Fatal Fury skill note. And if you don't have time to get 100 guild badges, you can get a white version of the Grim Reaper costume suit. And then also, they did a huge, how do I say this? I guess bug fixes and adjustments. So basically everyone was tweaked in their own little way. In-game mechanics are changed a little bit, etc. This is a huge list, it'll take me forever to go through, so I'll also link this in the description. And if you want a TLDR of these, it's basically Yamaraja no longer gets crazy HP when resurrecting from a massive hit. Crimson Avenger got nerfed a little bit. LP's Quakebuster no longer goes diagonal to the ground. Ad can DP combo NPCs now. Shale can now use Hero Sacrifice. Lucille, that's mean, becomes more cancerous. Combination clocking is gone, which is basically, if you don't know what that is if Lucille just switches modes for free, like she from Lu to CL, CL to Lu, you get combination points. They patched that, so now you have to hit something to get a point, and etc. They fixed a lot of things in this patch. And additionally, they also added lots of skill notes. Apparently, total 57 skill notes have been added for Lucio, Ad, Elysis, and Ara. They also added some item wall costumes, EO, Lucio, and some jet ski, which I don't even want to know how it's gonna go on land. And they have a ongoing Kaching event where if you load up with a gift card, you get extra bonus 20%. I think that's it for this patch. Anything else would be, I'll throw some annotations in the video and it'll explain it more if I wasn't clear. So until next patch.